Give it up for day 22 of no sooner than January 22nd. And it is within that same time frame that we also realize Expo is coming out this week, and that, much like Walmart tells us with their sugary treats, Valentine's Day is coming, and whew, it is going to be quite the time to be alive. You know, we're all sitting here, we're bitching about we don't have a band list, and we don't know all the singles for Expo, and I'm just sitting here like, but I'm still going to be single on Valentine's Day, though. This doesn't fix any of my problems. So, remember guys, I bet you guys can't wait to be in the club, being single on Valentine's Day. Get it? Get it? Yeah, I know, terrible puns. Let's dig into today's discussion, shall we? This is quite the big week in Yu-Gi-Oh! We have Extreme Forces sneak peek this this weekend. We don't know any of the real imports for Expo outside of the Lightsworn guy, the other guy, and the other guy. You know, the one that matters. Electromite. Ah, yes. They use 7 unaccounted for. We know what VFA monsters do. We don't know what the Vendred stuff does. Okay. And then I'm just sitting over here with, you know, first world problems, knowing that all these fucking delicious sweets that keep showing up in my house. I don't know where the fuck these keep coming from. I think our neighbor makes these for my brother. That's a subject for another video. But we're gonna be single as fuck. God, Walmart, why do you do this to us? So, I wanted to do a short discussion, and I wanted to point out that, well, we still don't have a fucking ban list. Many of you've gotten to the point of where you've gotten worn down. Mega Capital G is producing massive clickbait videos over here being like, the February 1st, 2018 ban list. Oh, I know everything. It's not how it works. Alright? Honestly, at this point in time, I've sarcastically brought up the fact that spirals, for some reason, might not get hit on the next list as a necessary precaution to, I don't know, not deal with Electromite's bullshit. A lot of you have been bringing up the point, you're like, well, you know, if spirals exist, then you know the Wrath of Pendulum Magician won't be as much. There's also, on the flip side of the equation, we could actually do something to Pendulum Magician because we're getting Electromite soon, but the way that the TCG has been handling things as of late, I don't think that we're going to preemptively hit that deck just yet. Now, the TCG, it seems like it would be a weird shot to release a ban list this week, and for 2 reasons. I could be very wrong here, but if you release one now, you're going to force players to look at Expo. You're going to force them to want to pick up the newest themes, which is fine. On the flip side of the equation, if you release a ban list this week, your player base is going to be extremely angry, and they're going to be like, I don't want to spend money on Expo. Rah! You can't win no matter what you do. I feel bad for Konami some days. This community gives them a lot of shit for a lot of the things that they do. And then you got the flip side of the equation over here that, like, people don't appreciate it enough. So you can't win. Releasing a list this week, though, it would make sense going into Expo season. You change things up a little bit, and then on the flip side, you're like, well, fuck, like, we're gonna give you another tier 0 deck. So, shifty eyes, hopefully, if you still have spirals laying around somewhere, you can combat the necessary evil coming out. Now, on my spreadsheet of 4,000 unknown variables here, Cherubni, still don't have a detail on that. We don't know when the fuck we're getting Needle Fiber. These are... I hate the fact that, like, these 2 variables... So, we know Pendulum Magician's going to be the best deck. That was your safe investment. I've been telling everybody, hey, you probably should pick up Burning Abyss. Like, we get Cherubni this set, you know, you go with it. It doesn't make sense to give us Trubni or Needle Fiber yet, as I've said 1,000 times over at this point, because those two cards alone will sell sets. Depending on where they decide to include them, you know, it's going to be interesting. Something else I wanted to bring up. You guys know how we don't have Azathoth and Nyala yet? I was almost wondering if the TCG would go so far as to not release Needle Fiber. This was something I was discussing with Bar this morning. Those two cards, Nyarl and Azathoth, in Plan FTK, do not allow the opponent to resolve hand traps. As soon as that effect goes off, no more hand traps. So you can proceed basically with your FTK. Now, if the TCG views Needle Fiber to that extent as like just a degenerate card, or for some reason tries to block its release for as long as they can, I wouldn't be shocked. I really wouldn't. It's definitely not on the level of being a prize card, and I've already heard plenty of jokes about people being like, oh, True Omni could be the next prize card. No. Konami, with the way that they seem to be working, they're not going to go for absurdly powerful cards, and especially something, having it be a numbers card as opposed to having it be a card that you need for the archetype, they're not going to go down that particular route. Now, on the flip side, Needle Fiber is so fucking degenerate that it actually just hurts. So, I would not be shocked. Yeah, that's a long string of thoughts relating Needle Fiber to Azathoth and Nyala. But it's interesting, because we still don't have Azathoth and Nyala for whatever the fuck reason the powers may be that prevent us from having it. We also don't have Herakti, Magi, Magician Girl, Maggie, Magician Girl. There's a lot of things that we don't have. So, just my 2 cents on the subject of Needle Fiber. Could you imagine what the game would be like without Needle Fiber over here? You don't have to ban it if you never release it. Interesting, hack there. But this is a big week in the TCG. Probably the biggest week for a long time. Maybe until next set. The set predetermines a lot of shit. I mean, Jackson aren't going to do anything in the TCG. I'm not fucking too worried about them. But you have a lot of potential to fuck up the game. You can't fuck up the game if you don't give us a ban list, because you already have 2 competitive decks going at it. You're going to have Spiral players going head-to-head with Pendulum Magician players. You know, the only difference is Pendulum Magician players seem like going second doesn't seem too good. Meanwhile, Sleepy over there is like, yeah, let me at him, buddy. Like, he's got his fucking thunder gloves on. He's like ready to fucking just do some strange things that your little underage mind shouldn't be thinking about. Something so devastating that every Spiral player wants the deck banned for. So, there's not much else to really say. Like, this is a stupid week. Really fucking stupid. Give us a ban list on Monday. New set spoilers on Tuesday. Realize that the game goes to shit in a week and a half. Cheers. That's how this works. Moral of the story. Everything to remember here. Don't be fucking shocked if we don't get Needle Fiber. Don't be shocked if we don't get Cherubini this set. Don't be fucking shocked if Spirals don't get hit. I wouldn't be shocked if we don't get a ban list. I'm at the point in thinking that is being as worldly as I can here. Like, I'm at the point where I don't even give a fuck if we get a ban list. I'm just like, I don't have to deal with Plan FTK. Cool, I gotta deal with Spirals for another few weeks. And then it's like, oh boy, Heavy Metal Foes Electrum. Oh wait, with Pendulum Magician. I mean, if you have not played against new Pendulum Magician, or seen some of the bullshit that deck can do, you would be happy to have Spirals as a competitive alternative. If not, everybody's going to be playing Pendulum Magician, and we already bitch about the game enough being stagnantly boring, that another round of that it's not going to be fun. And it really sucks to say that. Konami, can you fucking help a brother out here and give us something? Like, make Exfo great again. I mean, Electromite's a good start. Your player base is happy, but like, is Flames of Destruction literally going to be just that? It's going to be literally just Needle Fibro Cherubini coming into the TCG and ruining it with the other 9,000 cards we get in there. Graveyard Designated Red Reboot. The hand trap that doesn't matter. You know, there's a lot of things going forward into the WCQ season that I think a lot of people, they don't want to talk about yet, but they will. But they're lingering problems on the horizon. And don't be shocked if you see a lot more people fed up with the game this year than you have before, because things have been shaping up a little bit good, but it's time for that next round of degeneracy. So, fucking gotta love it. 9,001 problems, you fix one, 9,000 more come. It's the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! So, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Hope you guys are buckled in for probably the craziest week in Yu-Gi-Oh! That we're going to have. Ban list and Exfo spoilers. That's all I got, guys. Later. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.